Paul, a devoted follower of Jesus, wrote a heartfelt letter to the church in Corinth, addressing their struggles and guiding them towards a better path. This church, like many others, faced numerous problems and challenges that threatened their unity and faith. They argued over trivial matters, they boasted about their own achievements, and forgot the essence of their faith. In their disagreements, they forgot to love each other well, leading to a community that felt disconnected and lost. Paul reminded them what truly mattered: love. He emphasized that love should be the foundation of their actions and interactions. In 1 Corinthians chapter 13, famously known as the love chapter, he eloquently described love's transformative power and its importance in their lives. He urged them to make love the center of their lives, to let it guide their decisions and shape their community. Paul wanted the Corinthians to understand something profoundly important. It wasn't enough to just talk about love or to preach about it from the pulpit. They needed to live it out, showing love in their actions every day through acts of kindness, compassion, and selflessness. This chapter serves as a timeless reminder that love is the most important thing in our lives too. It's a guide to living a life that honors God and blesses others, encouraging us to embody love in all that we do, creating a ripple effect of positivity and grace. Think about how you've changed since you were a child. You've grown taller, maybe stronger. You think differently now, don't you? You understand more complex ideas. You can solve problems you couldn't have before. You've matured physically and mentally. Spiritual growth is similar. As we learn about God, our faith should deepen. We begin to see the world differently. We learn to rely on God's wisdom, not just our own understanding. We develop a heart that desires to please God and love others deeply. In 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11, Paul says, "When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child." These words remind us of the innocence and simplicity of childhood, where our actions and thoughts were guided by a limited understanding of the world. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. This transition signifies a profound shift in our lives, where we embrace maturity and responsibility, leaving behind the naive and often self-centered ways of our youth. What does it mean to put away childish things? It means recognizing the need to grow and evolve, to let go of behaviors and attitudes that no longer serve us as adults. It means letting go of selfish desires. As we mature, we learn the importance of empathy and compassion, understanding that our actions impact those around us. It means not always needing to be right. True maturity involves humility and the willingness to listen and learn from others, recognizing that we don't have all the answers. It means choosing forgiveness over holding grudges. Forgiveness is a powerful act that frees us from the burden of resentment and allows us to move forward with a lighter heart. We begin to see the world through God's eyes, not just our own. This perspective shift helps us to appreciate the beauty and complexity of life, fostering a deeper connection with our faith. This is how we grow in our faith. By embracing these principles, we cultivate a more meaningful and fulfilling spiritual journey, grounded in love, understanding, and a commitment to living a life that reflects our values. Spiritual maturity isn't about how much you know about the Bible. It's about how you live out what you know. It's about reflecting God's love in everything you do. Love is patient, love is kind, love isn't jealous or boastful. When we practice love, we grow closer to God. We become more like Jesus, who showed us the ultimate example of love. He put others first, even when it was hard. He forgave those who wronged him. He loved unconditionally. Love is the very essence of God. It is the foundation upon which all spiritual growth is built. Without love, our faith is hollow and our actions are empty. 1 John chapter 4 verse 8 tells us, "Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love." This verse reminds us that love is not optional for those who seek to know God. It is essential. When we choose to love, we're choosing to walk in God's ways. But love is the path that leads us closer to Him, guiding our steps and illuminating our journey. Love is not just a feeling, it's a choice we make every day. It's a commitment to act with kindness, patience, and understanding, even when it's difficult. Love compels us to forgive, to show compassion, and to reach out to those in need. It drives us to be better, to do better, and to live better. and to put others before ourselves. In doing so, we reflect the selfless love of Christ, who gave everything for us. Love motivates us to serve, to encourage, and to uplift those around us. It is the force that binds us together and strengthens our communities. And to build others up, through love, we create a ripple effect that touches lives and transforms hearts. It's through these acts of love that we grow in our faith and become more like Christ. Each act of love is a step towards spiritual maturity, a testament to our commitment to live as He did. Think about your own life. Are there areas where you need to put away childish things? Are you holding on to anger or resentment? Are you struggling to forgive someone? Ask God to help you grow in love. Remember, spiritual growth is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, patience, and a willingness to learn and change. As you strive to love God and others more deeply, you'll discover the incredible joy and fulfillment that comes from living a life rooted in love.